Good afternoon. My name is Courtney Bryant. I'm from Drew Charter School in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm happy to talk with you guys today about our STEAM Trunks, which are mobile makerspaces. And so let's get started. So Drew Charter School is in Atlanta, Georgia. We are part of a larger neighborhood revitalization effort. We have been in operation since the year 2000-2001 school year. We have between 1,800 and 1,900 students typically. We have expanded all the way from pre-K to 12th grade. So we've got a variety of different age groups involved in really transforming the area in East Atlanta. We are a STEAM school. We self-declared in 2010, really before people started adding that A. We're very much all about the arts inclusion with our STEM classes. We also are a project-based learning school, which means that our students are doing their work via projects and incorporating STEAM in that work. So what that means is that we have a lot of hands-on work that needs to be done. So every amazing space that we have is currently occupied, including teachers' lounges. So you have what formerly were teachers' lounges or teacher workrooms are now educational spaces for students. So we're at the point at which when we started talking about makerspaces and having enough space to do some of the hands-on work that we're doing, we really didn't have extra space to devote to that. We have 3 makerspaces on campus, but they are used as engineering classrooms during the day. So after school, a couple days a week, and on Saturdays, we have makerspace available to the community. Unfortunately, this left us lacking during the daytime for our core classes. So enter the STEAM Trunks. So I'm going to talk with you a little bit about our STEAM Trunks. That's one of our makerspaces in action after school one day. So we have 6 different trunks that I'm going to talk with you about today. We're even in the process of envisioning what additional trunks might look like. They are mobile maker spaces that include the arts and crafts trunk. That's the one that is up on the upper left-hand side. It has everything that you might need to prototype something or create a visual display for your project. The next cart to the right of the arts and craft that looks like a robot is the electronics trunk. That trunk is designed for you to be able to solder, to be able to use wiring, to be able to use batteries, motors, LEDs, buzzers, things like that, to really make your project, your invention work. The next cart with the purple background is our 3D printer trunk. The 3D printer trunk really gets the 3D printers to the room where they most need to be used at one time. Often 3D printers are spread throughout a school, and it's hard for the IT department or whoever's responsible for them to take care of them and make sure that they're up and working at all times. This time, with this particular scenario, we're able to really get the cart where it needs to be, make sure that it is kept together, and make sure that it's ready for student usage. Having more than one 3D printer in a classroom at a time is definitely a bonus because that way you can print multiple student projects at one time. The bottom left-hand picture is the Hummingbird robotics cart. So this has a brain and then different attachments that allow kids to create robotics that they're coding with Scratch and some of the other programs that you talked about earlier. The one with the green background is our newest STEAM trunk, and that is coding gears and games. So this is typically used by our kindergarten through 2nd grade classrooms in which they're trying to introduce concepts of coding and tinkering and really gets the students engaged. The final trunk on the page is the construction trunk. The construction trunk has everything that you might need to build a more working prototype or something that's meant to last a little bit longer. So you'll find things like hand saws, drills, screwdrivers, hammers, all of those types of things. So when you're ready to check out a STEAM trunk at Drew, we use free resources to be able to do that. First, if I were a teacher looking to check out a STEAM trunk, I would go to our calendar. We use Google Calendars, and we place the STEAM trunks on reserve there. so that if you want to check one out, you can make sure that you're choosing a day in which the STEAM Trunk is actually available. When you're ready to check it out, you go to a Google form. On that Google form, you indicate things like your room number, what you're planning to use it for, how many days you might need it, whether you need it in the morning or whether you need it in the afternoon, so that way it can be delivered to your space when you need it. We have an AmeriCorps member who helps us out with delivering the trunks and who helps us out with restocking them once they come back and helping to tidy them. So here's some of the things that teachers and students are doing with the STEAM Trunks in their classroom. Our 11th graders use the Hummingbird robotics cart to create robots that were coded to retell the story of the legend of Sleepy Hollow. And they really did an awesome job. They performed at a local bookstore. The kindergartners in the bottom right-hand picture were creating, using the construction trunk, boxes out of wood to hold their mosaics that they were creating. The students in the upper left-hand corner use the electronics trunk to design innovations for the school. One of their projects was pretty cool. I got to walk down the hallway and saw them working on it, and I asked them about it, and they were showing the custodian at the school how their project would help her collect trash in the hallway. They basically had created a souped-up Roomba. It's the fastest-moving trash scooper-upper I've ever seen. And then the student on the right down there is part of the 8th grade group that was designing equipment for sports that really helped deal with the concussion issue. Specifically, they were looking at force and motion. They were using the 3D printer trunk to do that. Here's an example of where the teacher has really selected 3 trunks to be in her room at one time. So that way she can have almost a complete makerspace in her classroom. This particular project, they were designing innovations for life on Mars. How are you a Martian, basically? So they were looking at how can we use the materials and resources to create working prototypes. And they did some amazing things. If you're interested, feel free to reach out. And thank you very much for your time.